Welcome everyone to episode 4 of TWRR, also known as This Week's Raw Review. This is the show where I review this week's episode of Monday Night Raw and give out my thoughts, both the good and the bad. So without further ado, let's get into this Raw episode, starting with the opening promo with AJ Styles and CM Punk. Now, this eventually led to the announcement of a match after a pretty decent promo. And honestly, I'm happy that we actually gained this match, but it does make me wonder, had AJ Styles actually been here all year, like, instead of, stop at Rumble, had he actually been here all year, then maybe we could have had this match out of course, because this is a WrestleMania-worthy match. I don't care when it says this match, I feel like should be on WrestleMania. But either way, I'm happy with what we got tonight, especially with the ending of the match. Then the actual first match was the Judgment Day Girls, Liv and Raquel, Pearce and Raquel versus Rhea Ripley and Io Sky, as well as Stephanie Valkyrie in a 6-pack. And I thought this match was really good. This match, just put Rhea and Liv in the ring and they just create magic. It was just that good. This match is honestly was just phenomenal, and it just showed how great all 6 of these women are. Rio and Stephanie Valkyrie end up winning, but again, I just really like this match from beginning to end. Now, hang on a second. Sorry about that. Back to the video. Now, one thing that really caught my attention was that, all the expressions that Liv was given to Raquel Rodriguez as it was more of a disgusted look, which really interests me because it could hint at a potential split up between Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan. Now, I'm interested in it. We then had the promo between, Bron Breakker and Adam Pearce with the Vision, and basically, Adam Pearce it was short, simple, and basic, which is exactly what I wanted out of this promo. I didn't want a detailed promo, I just wanted a short, simple, and straight to the point, as now Bron Breakker's in the Royal Rumble, and, well, I'm happy that they didn't keep it as a surprise for a cheap prop. We then moved on to Austin Theory vs. Mysterio, and this match is honestly pretty forgettable, honestly. Theory won after hitting a Cub Stomp Penta and not Ray Phoenix, I wish. Dragon Lee were out there, but honestly, and they took out the Vision as well, but honestly, I didn't really enjoy watching this match, so we're just gonna move right along. We then get a sit-down promo between Gunther and Michael Cole, and one interesting thought about this promo, this promo was really, was very generic, honestly, but it did kind of hint at something, with Michael Cole returning to the ring, possibly. Now, I was gonna be first to say, I'm not even gonna say anything. Do I even have to explain, why this is an awful idea? If you don't believe me, then probably this picture will just refresh your memory on why Michael should not go back to the ring. So I'm not on board with this. We then get to fail for a tag team match. This match is really something. The match itself was pretty decent. The Creeds got a good showcase. And then Otis and Cesaro won. And now they get to fight the Usos. First of all, they're not even going to beat the Usos, but it's still why even bury other tag teams the Creeds, who are really good in the ring and have been able to showcase a whole lot, but it just really just buried this tag division. It just showed that WWE does not know what to do with this tag division, especially if you get the freaking luchador action figures freaking Taliban and Pete Dunne legit being wasted, and as well as the New Day. They've just been so wasted. We then get the main event between AJ Styles and CM Punk, and I thought this was a really good match, honestly. This was easily, I wouldn't say it was match of the night because of the 6-pack earlier, but I still thought this was good. But before we get into this, let's actually get into let's actually talk about the segment that happened earlier with CM Punk and Finn Balor, as Punk suggested Finn should ditch the Judgment Day, you know, like they're holding them back or anything. So Finn Balor goes to get a spot in the Royal Rumble, but in actuality, all spots are taken. And then, it eventually led to a backstage segment with, Liv Morgan. And before we actually get into, what I was going to talk about, I call BS on the fact that there's no other participants for, Finn Balor in the Royal Rumble, since Brock Lesnar literally just declared himself for the Royal Rumble after he just called Pat McAfee on the Pat McAfee show. I didn't have enough time to really put it in this episode because I had this episode done by yesterday and Brock revealed it earlier today or something, or last night. I don't even know when he would announce this, but I called BS on there not being enough room for Finn Balor. I would definitely consider this to be a Judgment Day segment, and honestly, I always just love these Judgment Day segments, and Liv Morgan is kind of playing the manipulative side to Finn, as she's asking Finn do you really trust Punk or anything, or are you now friends with him? Remember what he basically Liv Morgan was basically just playing the manipulative side of Finn. And I really just find this intriguing. I love Judgment Day, and honestly, but whenever they introduce these new ideas, I'm all here for it because I just love Judgment Day so much as a faction. But actually going into the AJ Styles vs CM Punk match, this was really good, and I'm honestly happy that it was honestly just really good. I'm just happy that AJ Styles got a great match, as I wasn't really that big of a fan of the Shinsuke match at Satan's main event, but I thought this was a really big step up. Now, I did hear a lot of people complain about the finish with Finn Balor coming out and end this match in DQ. But honestly, I actually really like that, mainly for one reason and one reason only. And that's because, well, honestly, I prefer heel Finn over good guy Finn. That might be controversial, but yeah, heel Finn was always so much better than babyface Finn. Now, yes, I am disappointed that this was AJ Styles' final match on Raw, but hey, I'm all on board for Finn Balor and what's next for him. Oh no, I thought this episode, AJ Styles' final Raw episode, was really good, but I just feel like it could have been better, so that's why I'm giving it a 6 out of 10. Honestly, this episode was just fine in general. But what do you guys think? Did you guys enjoy this episode of Raw? Or do you think I'm wrong on this rating, and do you think it was actually better or worse? I'd like to hear your opinions in the comments, and as always, like, subscribe, share this video with your friends, and I'll see you all in the next video. Deuces, ooses, yeet.